to another episode of Famous Reality TV. And today I'm doing a follow-up on the video I did regarding Pink and her baby's father, Leonard Willer's family. Of course, you all, I know, have heard by now that the family is looking for justice. But today they came out to say that actually the story has been picked up by the Steve Wilkos show. And they actually contacted Pink. So now they're just waiting for a response. A lot of people have been going back and forth on social media about whether or not they believe Pink or the family. So hopefully everybody can get some clarity, and hopefully Pink responds to the Steve Wilkos show and she can clear herself for once and for all, because she does say that she is innocent. And of course, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. The family just wants justice. So I'm hoping that everything goes in everyone's favor and they just get some type of resolution. I know Pink feels as though she doesn't owe the family any type of explanation or anything, but do it for yourself and do it for Leonard and clear your name. If a lie detector test is like all that it takes, like to clear your name, just do it. I mean, it's not that you owe them anything, it's that you owe it to yourself. You also owe it to your fans now, I feel as though, because people don't know what to think. But here's Leonard's aunt, his mother, and his grandmother.
This is Leonard's Mother Gloria.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to jump on real quick. I know no one has to see, but I wanted to jump on real quick to say thank you for all the outpouring and outreaching of wanting to know what happened to my son. This has been very difficult for me and my family. Leonard was the best. If anybody knows him, then they definitely know that he was the best. I just want to share this with everybody. I know it may not be much to you guys, but my baby had a passport and he wanted to be the president of Africa. But he didn't get to go because of COVID. So he just turned his passport in. But he was really different. He was very special. We loved him so much. And I really appreciate you all that love him. We love you. Thank you. And we will get to the bottom of it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a lot of love, a lot of people who have been standing up for us that none of us even know. We appreciate you.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to say, again, I'm Leonard's grandmother, and some of the things that we've been through was really, really off the wall, off the chain. But nevertheless, we stayed strong because we knew Leonard. We knew how he was, and we're very happy. We just celebrated his birthday last night, and I just want to say thank you to all of them handsome men that came out to support Leonard, and at his birthday gathering. It was really a lot of joy, and everybody was really happy at his birthday gathering. So I would like to say thank you to you handsome men. I blow your kiss too, mwah, But we'll see, and y'all stay in touch.
A few questions, a few things that people didn't really understand. And then she just said, F y'all, I'm going to do what I want to do. And she kept doing it. Now she has the nerve to say that she's suing us for defamation. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, for defamation, which makes no sense because all we did was tell the facts. So I'm going to jump in because this is the question that's been burned in my tail based off her words. Whatever happened after he was mad at somebody. I just need to, I know we talked about this, but I want to say this. I need to get an answer. She said that first she said he was mad about whatever. Then she said that didn't happen. So based on now that everybody has heard the video, everybody has their own ear. You said yourself when you were reading a message to the police that how did she word that? I'm done with you. You embarrassed me for the last time. We're over, blah, blah, blah. If you were happy, if you were in love, nothing happened, no argument. How did he embarrass you? What was you mad at, and why were you done with him? Somebody asked her that question, please. I would love to know the answer. How were you able to call her mother and tell her that Leonard was shot before the police released that? We see you.
The first thing the police told me was
Want to turn it?
the first thing the police told me was that he got ran over by a car. They may have thought he was here in the road.
Go back.
They later came back and told me that he got shot.
Hours later.
I asked him, why didn't you tell me that from the beginning? He said, well, because they were still investigating. We didn't really know.
Yes, they did an autopsy. I'm sorry, go ahead.
They said they were still investigating, and they really didn't know. That's why. Meanwhile, my mom knew, was already trying to get to my house to tell me Alexis called her, Leonard has been shot.
She wasn't told that by the police or the doctors. We actually saw with our own eyeballs when she was sitting there in a room, and doctors and a nurse, and I believe it was 2 police officers said to tell her that he had passed. The girl that was with her, the girl that broke Leonard windows out a few days prior, was with her. She said, well, did he get shot? And the doctor said, we don't know really what happened. We have to do an autopsy. She was like, well, I know you said a lot of things happened, but did he get shot? And the doctor said again, and as the doctor was about to say again, I'm sorry, Lexus jumped in and said, they don't know. And that was just that. But prior to that, she had already called Miss White, Gloria's mother, and told her that Leonard was shot. We just want to know how you know. That's all. Because you told me yourself you sat in the hospital for hours and they didn't tell you anything. You made it seem like
he was in surgery.
Yeah, you said he was in surgery for hours on top of hours.
Never happened.
He never had surgery. Now they could have told her that, if they were trying to hold it off or for whatever reason. We know they do that. So, but the detective said they didn't tell you that. He said that he didn't tell you that. She made herself guilty at the end of the day. Yes, ma'am. She that's the thing I don't get. Like, you put yourself in this position, you back us in the corner. You're saying these things that's not true, and when we respond, we're wrong. Like, that didn't make no sense.
Address the statement, because it's being said multiple times.
Okay.
Address the statement. If she was guilty, she will already be locked up.
Yeah, I don't know where those people live, where they're from, another planet, clearly. I'm sure every person that made that comment have heard or knows someone who did something and didn't go to jail, who knows someone who has been killed or some type of crime against them and they didn't get arrested, and everybody in the hood did it. It's all about the police at the end of the day. If they care, they look into it. If they don't, they don't. It's just that simple. Like, that's just what it is. A blind man can see these things. I have no training, no investigate. I am. I just go to school. But if I can see this stuff, that like there's things that I told the detective that he didn't even see.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff he didn't see on the internet because he just didn't look.
Right.
He didn't look.
We showed some of the stuff to him in the beginning, but then you go off with that, Tasha.
Yeah.
He never even talked to me. He never even investigated me, my family, nothing. He never asked us any questions or anything.
Never asked if anyone ever heard anything about him being suicidal. Has he shown any signs? He never questioned friends. Nobody. She is the only reason. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, the Steve Wilkos show has reached out to her. They haven't got a response back, so we're waiting for a response. And we'll go from there.
Yes, call them. They called you.
We are waiting for your response back from the Steve Wilkos show so that we can do this polygraph live.
Mm-hmm. You're claiming you offered a lie detector and we said we didn't want it, never happened, is a complete and total lie. We want it. We've been wanting it, so let's get it. Like, you like to perform, you like to be on. We're going to put you on real TV, not a webisode. Let's go.
Real TV. Now you can finally be famous.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers. Let's get it.
But also address how she stated before that she offered to do a polygraph with us. Touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, she mentioned she would say that all the time. Well, she wasn't talking to you because I told. Well, anyway, she was called me. Well, me and her talk time to time. I take a lie detector test. Okay, let's take it. The last real conversation we had about it, I told her I was coming to Virginia. I don't know what, I think I was just coming to visit at that time. And now she said she was going to be here. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's meet up. I'll call you when I get there. You and Gloria, and you can bring whoever you want to bring to make you feel a little bit more comfortable. We can all sit down. We can set it up. Called her on my way here. Called her when I got there. Here, nothing. She never responded. I didn't hear from her again it was months later when somebody told me she was on a show and she said my baby father killed himself. I talked to her then, through Messenger, and that was it. But she's lying. There's never been a time where she posed and we told her no, don't do it. Like I told her several times, you don't need us to take a lie detector test. Go do it. What you waiting for? Go do it. Do it from a reputable place. It hasn't been done. It's capped. Period. She didn't want to. So now.
And then we have for the baby.
Oh no, she didn't say we had a funeral. She said, I think she said, made reference to the baby was buried near Leonard or something. Yeah.
So where is that? Where's the burial?
Okay.
I asked for the sonogram. I asked for the sonogram so I could make a shadow box. No, she's never pregnant. I did that on purpose because I wanted her to give me all.
Knowing she didn't believe she was never pregnant.
Right. And I wanted her to give me all that she so-called had. And she said, I don't have much. I don't have, this is all I have. All I have is the sonogram. Have it.
I was on the phone.
Mm-hmm. She told me she didn't have much. She said, I don't have much. She said, all I have is the sonogram. And I said, well, can you give me that? And so she did. She gave me that. And that's all I have, the fake sonogram. And we know it's fake because we did a reverse Google search on it and it came back like 52 images. So,
and that's fact.
We got pictures of that as well.
That's fact. I told her that though. She knows that. And she made no comment at all, but we've already addressed that.
So when I asked her for the sonogram, I knew then that she wasn't pregnant. I had already knew. But
suspected.
Yeah, I had already suspected rather. And I asked her for the sonogram on purpose.
What you was about to say, babe?
To the person that said she was pregnant, she posted her pregnancy pictures and her at the doctor's ultrasound pictures. We don't know that ultrasound to be true. She only posted one picture. Those pictures that she posted, nobody ever saw, even though she said she gave us everything. That's the thing that y'all not understanding. We are responding back to what she said. She said that she gave us these things. And we're saying that she did not. And we don't think that she had a baby. We don't know what happened with that baby. We don't know. And like you said, I sent the screenshot. We sent the screenshot of the person saying, he said that, she might be drinking. But we don't know because she didn't give us anything, even though she went live and said that she did. So it's just confusing as to why she's lying about these things that she doesn't have to lie about. She didn't have to say that.
And that's the thing. It's like, and then she makes a comment. I didn't have to give you guys, I don't owe you anything. We never asked you for nothing, but you said you did. That's.
And was Lil Leonard at any of these appointments?
Nope, never. Nope, not one.
And that's
and just so you guys know, see, that's why I'm mad my laptop is not on, because I was going to play that video when she started to say, what did I give you? I gave you the footprints, the death certificate, and Leonard was at, and then she stopped. It sounds like she was going to say Leonard was at her appointments. Leonard never went to an appointment because she had a doctor in New York. Her obstetrician, what she said was in New York. Her last obstetrician appointment in New York. You got that? Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Her last obstetrician visit in New York was the day that she lost the baby. That's what she said. And yeah. So.
And she only got pregnant when he thought he had another baby. That's when she suddenly was pregnant too.
I didn't see. You're right. Yeah.
Her mom told me during dinner, we all sat down and had dinner together. Her mom told me she can't have kids. But I have family members that couldn't have children that were able to had children. So that to me, I felt like, well,
Things happen. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
things
can.
can happen. You
Hmm.
know, God, it's possible. But in this situation, I clearly see that it's no way possible. No way possible.
It doesn't seem like that. And in regards to those pictures that she posted, she went forever saying she don't owe nobody nothing. I find it just kind of winkadinky that she posted those pictures after other people had started making comments like, "Why don't you just post a picture? Like you were pregnant, you were big pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
post the picture." And
Right.
then these pictures look real suspect
I'm
to
hungry.
me.
And she showed them after 2 years. We don't know what
Right.
she did with those pictures.
I
We
know what
don't
she
know
did
what
with those
happened.
pictures. We
We
know.
never saw those. Nobody ever, not even her mother, saw them pictures. So who? We
Mama.
don't know where them pictures came from because she was telling us that she gave us everything. So it's just funny to us to see this stuff because it's like she has. I don't know. She may have something to prove to y'all, but we've been asking her stuff behind the scenes before we ever went live to talk about it, and she never gave us anything. And again, I'm going to repeat, she said she gave us this stuff. She said that she proved to us, and we're saying that she's lying. She never proved anything. And then after a whole 2 years, you post these pictures of you being pregnant. We don't know what you did with those pictures, to be honest, and we can't trust what you've done because we know you edit text messages and you edit a whole bunch of stuff that we've caught you editing. So but the facts don't prove anything that she's saying, and we're not arguing about facts.
That's it.
Again, we don't
Back
know
to
again
back.
that if she was pregnant or not, but what we can say and what is fact is that there was no baby that touched this earth and no baby ever got buried. So we could actually just dead that whole conversation if she was pregnant or
Right.
not, because we don't care about that. We care about what happened to him, and that's about it.
Then the next day to something else.
Right.
Nobody has ever said you did it. We've all said, and I stand on that, you lied, and you lied a lot.
Right.
You made it worse because now the lie come out, and now you want to just keep lying to cover up a lie, and then it keeps going and snowballing and snowballing. We thought that was a possibility, but then when you start trying to keep it at, oh no, nothing else happened, he had to kill himself, he killed himself, and the cops are saying they can't even prove it. I don't understand how, if you love this man the way that you said you do, and you know that they can't prove it, why wouldn't you just stand on, I don't know what happened. Maybe I don't want to say justice because I don't think nobody killed him. I don't know how to feel, but to keep pushing it, it's almost like you wanted to make them look that direction instead of looking at something else because you was going hard as hell. You had all these damn
Still going hard
scenarios.
about it.
But I'm going to bring Gloria and Miss White back on that track. Why we want to talk about the jumping out of the car thing. Like she was saying, prior to this, she called Miss White. You want me to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to tell the story herself.
Yeah, she said, Miss Gloria, would you talk to your grandson? He's kidnapping me. He won't let me out of the car. And then later on, I learned that my grandson was saying he did not want to let her out of the car because they were going over the bridge of Chesapeake, and he didn't want to let her out of the car because of not being in a safe place. So he just said, he was going to let her out when he got to his job, and that's what he did. So now I'm hearing again, she put him out of the car. She kicked him out of the car weeks before, and because he had no transportation, and she had took him over there in Chesapeake, I believe it was, in Chesapeake, and she
I don't know what these
actually
cities.
put him out of the car, and he was stranded. So she was just doing a get back then to me. That's what I feel.
And I found it so ironic that the grandmother, his grandmother used that term earlier. She was like, I just feel like she just was always trying to get back. And I'm like, yeah, that's her favorite term. She don't even watch social media. She ain't watched that show. She always, I want to get my lick back. That type of stuff. And I don't get it.
About her leaving the gas can?
No, when she threatened you.
Yeah.
Your house, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, that was just
Leonard was scared.
when they was having Leonard was very afraid, because she would threaten, to blow my house up, and he was afraid that she was gonna do something crazy because he came by the house because she told him she had put the gas cans there and she was gonna blow my house up, so he was afraid, so he just
He saw the gas can.
yeah, he came by the house and looked and saw that there was gas cans, so he really got afraid that she might do something to me or his mom, because, I asked him, I said, well, if you're afraid, why are you always, still hanging with this girl? And he said he was trying to help her because she had problems, and he felt like he could help her. And that's what he really wanted to do, help her if he could, because he was a very sweet person. He wanted to help anybody. And if he saw the situation, that needed to be addressed, he was always there trying to see what he could do.
Yeah, that is 100% fact. Why she tried to paint him as this devil, this dude that's running around putting guns in people's mouths and climbing up a house on a single bound and with the AK-47, looking through the Pico. She's just a clown. That's just it. I don't know, but please and please get this over to her. The ones that's on here, looking for her. Tell her to call that number back. I believe it's a
Call Steve Wilkos back, please.
917. I believe was the area code. It's in Chicago. But they're reaching out. So let's go. Let's get it. Let's do all this. This stuff you claim you want to do. You want to end it. Let's end it. Let's do it. And maybe you can jump on once you feel like I'm going to be cleared. Now, you cleared. Maybe that will lead you to tell the truth, because you're not telling the truth, and that's just facts. Why? We don't know. That's it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
He has friends that I don't even know that.
You mean his grandmother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
He definitely told his friends that.
he told friends that.
She likes to paint the picture that, his friends know. She'll throw Mula name up in there
Quick.
because she know Mula going to respect her on the strength of who she who Leonard. I'm about to say who Leonard thought she was at that time as a baby mama, but he just that type of dude, And she keep throwing him in there. Oh, they know that he was suicidal. They just scared to tell you. Let me tell you something. Let me make this very clear.
That is very untrue.
One thing about Leonard's friends, and if anybody will tell you, I'm always skeptical of people. That's just me. That's how I go. Those guys, they some genuine dudes. I believe that they love Leonard wholeheartedly. I believe that they love his family wholeheartedly. And I also know that we have all had several conversations. I've talked to them and I without Gloria. And I'm like, look, if there's something, because I know how that is. It could be a little bit uncomfortable when you talk to somebody, mama, and, especially them boys. They just don't really want to tell nobody nothing. But, and you if there's something that y'all know, if you ever felt like he was in that mindset, just let me know. If that's a possibility, let me know, because I don't want to blame nobody for nothing. I don't even want to make nobody look like nothing. And they all said, no, she's lying. And they have told me things that, probably I didn't want to hear. But it's just as far as, him being him, but not on no, nothing that suicidal, him being no mean, evil, devilish person who will put a gun in somebody's mama's mouth, nothing like that. Because, she tried to twist the words. But I don't believe that. I don't. And that's just it. So it is what it is.
My baby smiling all the time. To know him was to love him. And I say that all the time because I mean that. If you knew him, you would love him. So for her to say that is crazy hell to me.
Yeah, but she just felt like she was going to keep going because we let it rock for so long. All we cared about
speak up because people are new. I just want to explain. We didn't speak up until after a year later because we wanted to make sure that the things that we were looking into, we wanted to make sure the case was closed. She kind of was forcing her hand because she was putting out this story so quick, and we don't understand why.
Kinda. She forced our hand. She forced our hand because we spoke during the time. The thing is, she tried to carry like everybody was enemies or something, like we was coming for her head early on. When she told me she would audition for the show, then she ended up saying she got accepted, and I was like, okay, congratulations, good luck with that. I'm like, how you gonna handle it, girl? They might bring up Leonard or whatever, because at this point he's all over her page. And she was like, yeah, they better not bring him up, blah blah blah. So even though I felt that stuff you were saying wasn't true, I still wasn't trying to go there. I still was, hopeful that you ain't that type of chick. And we were having conversations. No, you wasn't talking to Gloria. It wasn't nothing to talk about. Gloria needed to heal, and she didn't need to deal with your nonsense. But me and you spoke on the phone, and I've said this several times. That's what irks me. Why do you keep trying to play it like everybody was coming for your throat? And then you said, was so somebody, baby mama, girlfriend, whoever told you this, that, and the third. And I told you then, when I told you how I felt about you, I said it to you directly. You don't need to hear from nobody else. You know how I feel. I called you a liar to you. I told you I didn't think you were pregnant to you. So all that stuff that you're trying to do, you're trying to create the drama so you have something for somebody to look at. You keep on trying to throw the bait out there thinking we going to catch. Now then we done caught it. Now you want to talk about defamation. Like, I don't understand that.
Where's defamation?
I just wait for the lie. Just show something that we said that was the lie, that defamed you. Just one thing. Just one. And I apologize. Those pictures ain't going to do it. Those pictures ain't it. Is there anything else you want to say, girl?
What a hospital ban. Shit.
Not the hospital ban. I mean, you can go online for any in any hospital, probably in America, and sign into your patient portal and pull the paperwork out.
Yeah, you can.
It's real
Do
easy.
That.
It's real easy.
Do that.
Real easy. And death certificates are public.
Yeah, so we could just look. What was the baby name?
I already looked it up.
Girl, what was the baby name?
It was Lyric, right?
Lyric. I thought.
No, Legend. I'm sorry.
No. Legend Wheeler.
I didn't mean to say
There's not. No.
That was. I feel that was all.
And I'm in New York, so it wasn't that hard to do. They're public. There's no record.
I feel like that was all set up to, as an attachment for my son. So by her saying that she was pregnant, he will feel close to her and attached to her, and it worked because.
And one thing I want to bring up, because I forgot about this then. I made a comment that I want to make sure I correct when we were talking about the timeline with the what you call that, when she jumped through the window. That time she went through the window with the girl.
Yeah.
That was not months. It was weeks.
Oh yeah.
Before. Maybe like almost 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I got to look at the dates again. But that wasn't a month before. All this happened within 2 weeks of 2 weeks of prior to.
Mm-hmm.
So it make sense, because she make it seem like it was a long time ago. I just want to make that clear. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. No, I said it.
Was there something else you need? We don't see anything. We don't see any comments. The last one we said, it says she made herself look guilty at the end of the day. That's the last thing we see. Ari. Okay,
leave Ari alone.
Let me say this. I got to say this about Ari, because y'all can quit playing with Ari. I don't know Ari personally at all. When Ari reached out to us, she said, I just wanted to apologize. I allowed that girl to take me there. I'm paraphrasing. To take me there. She said it's about my daughter. It ain't cool that I said that, blah, blah, blah. That's it. Ari did not contact us and say, hey, can we exploit you? Hey, can you get on that page? She never one time ever asked to do anything. When she posted the stuff that we gave her, we said, you know what? This girl, keep online, go right ahead. Post what you want to. We sent you the text. She asked if that, she didn't ask. We told her, this is what we want you to say. Go ahead and put it up there. Ari never asked to do anything. She contacted us strictly on an apology. That's it.
And I just want to make this clear that Ari would never know about Leonard if she never went on that show to bring his name up like we asked her to. So, in the stories that she told them, it's not, her fault that she went to her and told her a story, went to another person, told them another story. We have multiple people that was on that show that have reached out to us as well. So to say that she was the only person, that's a lie.
It's not.
And, it's been plenty of people on the show, off the show, who has been reaching out to us. So just that whole thing.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. If we wanted to do that, we could have been did it. And I just want to say this, and I'm not saying too much, but when y'all talk about this Clout stuff, you're doing it because of Clout. You said something to whoever that chick was that made a comment about Unique in her business. Please understand, if attention is what the family wanted to get, he has, I'm just gonna say, family members that has a far reach. He has family members that know people for real. Like people in real places, that people that has real connections, people that people know. He has 2 To be exact. So
Mm-hmm.
if it was about that, it would have been done. It's just about getting the answers. And what I'm saying is fact. It ain't no lie. So, and then I'm not trying to downplay the girl, Big Lex. You know, she made it. She did what she did. She that was some player shit. I like the fact that worked for her. I give anybody props that deserve them. It has nothing to do with that, and it ain't me, trying to downplay the show. But if it was about getting attention, we didn't need what's her name? What's her girl name? Alexis, not Big Lex. We didn't need Alexis to do that.
I commented before. I
Hmm.
spend a lot of time on my business, and I spend also a lot of time working to find out what happened with Leonard. Those two things are my priority, and those
Like
two
my
things
wig
are
off.
my life.
Yes, ma'am.
So to go and don't go on my personal page. My personal page is not the page to be finding out anything. It should be, I'm diverting everybody to go to his page to get the story. So nobody should be on my page trying to figure me out. That's why, I haven't added anybody that has reached out from the Justice for Leonard page for that reason. I don't want to make it about me on that page. I never make it about me unless we go live. She makes it all about her. You're posting Leonard, but you're tagging Now That's TV, the webisode that she got going on, the boots, the heart. She posting all of this stuff, and it's just weird because it's not genuine at all. Why would you
Hmm.
tag all of you explore page? It was ridiculous. The things that
I
she's
mean,
tagging, it's weird.
within the first month after he passed away, she got panty and booty flicks on her page. It wasn't even a full 30 days, and she was tagging Cardi B or something, and
Mm.
it was not
Yeah,
even
she did that
30
too.
days.
Leonard said
Yes,
she want to be Cardi B so bad.
yes, girl. I don't know. I didn't even know. I heard about that. People were sending that to me. What you're talking about? That she when she was talking about him, she was tagging Now That's TV and all these different things. Why are you tagging social media? I mean, well, not social media. What do they call it? Did that mainstream? What type of media would that be? Now That's TV. I don't know. But anyway, why would you be tagging or looking for any network to look at it, to be
Right.
involved, to get attention? I don't understand that. That's weird. That's weird.
And you're trying to push suicide and you can't prove suicide. I don't get how you trying to push something that you can't prove. She lies a lot, and that's why I laugh a lot at the thing that she does, because it's like you lie so much and we have all the proof of you lying. We
Mm,
not speaking on nothing that we made up. It's no rumors. We have all of it, and that's why I make sure to clip it up and put it on his page as well.
right. Right. Girl, I don't know. All right, so I can I say something? I want to say
Yeah.
something.
Go ahead.
Girl, I'm just bothered.
Why you
Go
thinking?
ahead.
I just want to say that again. My baby was the best. Like, he taught me so much. I've taught him. Of course, I'm his mom, but a lot of things that I installed in him was some of the things that I didn't do as an adult, and he continued to do it. He always strived to be a great person. He wrote
Hmm.
down his goals. He had 3-month plans. He said 5 years is too long. He would write everything down of what
Oh
he had to
God.
do, including his spirituality. That was included in his day to day. When I
Hmm.
tell you he was special, he was the best. And not only was he trying to be the president, he said, "Mom, I gotta take public speaking classes." So he signed himself up for public
Hmm.
speaking classes. He wasn't even in college. I said, "Leonard, you need some type of college education," but I didn't. He was like, "No, you don't." He said, "But I do need to know how to speak correctly." He said, "So I'm gonna take public speaking classes." He said, "And Mom, I can't wait." He said, "Because I'm gonna go to Africa." He said, "I can be the president." He said, "Because there was a black president from Norfolk that ended up being the president in Africa." I had to look it up. I'm like, "Oh, he's
He
right."
was very
He was
intelligent.
so smart.
He loved to learn, and that's the thing with she paints this picture like he was some type of monster. I don't understand how, if you want your man's memory to be known, why would you talk about want it to last? I should say, why would you make up stuff in that way? You make yourself look like, what are you doing? Like, you don't talk about that. Like, I've never once heard her say anything about him wanting to go to Africa. That was in his plan, like his immediate plan. that he always was planning. So it's stuff like that. You know, he was a wrestler. His hands was registered. Like, yeah, it's crazy that she never mentioned that type of stuff. But that's your man, and you love
Or
him.
that he was the artist that he did. I don't know if y'all said that, but you know that he did music. You know, like
Yeah,
I'm just posting his music on his page, and people are just now finding out, like, oh, I didn't even know he did music. You talk
yeah.
about him, but she keeps talking about her, but she don't ever talk about who he was. And I think that's why I think that she's using his death for clout, because she never does it in a genuine way. She's always trying to dig at somebody or try to prove a point. It's just really ridiculous.
Trying to make it like they're toxic, comparing their relationship to these other celebrity relationships and toxic like them. Like, what? Why would you? I can see if he was still here, you know, why would you want to paint it in that way, whether it was true or not, which is not. But why? What are you getting out of that? That shit is just weird. I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
Yeah, that's all that we need to say right now. We just waiting on to see Wilkos show. Like, again, like I said, we will never give our, you know, our next steps. This is very for real, and we are very serious. And you know, you guys, whoever is supporting, just thank you for, and keep supporting, keep sharing. You know, we are so thankful for y'all, because we really want to find out what happened. And she brought this upon us to do this because she wanted this to happen. We wanted this to be very quiet. We was trying to figure that out. And I want to also make clear that before this ever was blown up or was going to be on TV or whatever the case may be, we already said, me, Tasha, Gloria had already said, if we did not like the way things turned out with the case, we were going to get a private investigator anyways. We were always on that time.
Right, girl, they killed me with that.
Always on that time. It's just now y'all have to see it public because she did this.
What we got? Right. I mean, I get it. You know, when people don't know who they dealing with, or you know what they have listened to the story, they make assumptions, and it is what it is. But I really have been blown away by people we don't know, never met, they ain't never crossed paths. The amount of love and attention and standing up for the family against those people and her has been amazing to me. Like, one day I just sat back and looked at it like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm like, Unique, have you seen this? Like, it's crazy, and it's beautiful. So we definitely want to thank you guys for that. We don't look to argue with anybody. And we don't address everything, but some stuff will get addressed if we see it, coming for the family in any way, when you have no clue and you're thinking that you know this girl because you've seen her on TV for all of 10 minutes, or I'm sorry, on the webisode for all of 10-15 minutes, and you have no clue. You have no clue
at all.
We didn't feel the need to, jump out and speak. We were trying to heal. His mother has been trying to heal. The family has been trying to heal. And can you imagine how hard that is when you're trying to heal and you have this devil constantly talking, lying, speaking on, and making up shit in a public way? And I just say public because of social media. Like, who does that? I just don't get it.
The family never got him help. He never had an issue. He never had any issues as far as we knew.
No, well, everybody got issues. You mean you never had the issues that she's saying? Yeah, is what you're saying. Yeah, like for you to be saying it on that level, like everybody had go through something. He ain't never have no issues where oh my God, I can't live, I want to die. He's just so down, so depressed. Man, like,
and he called his friend, because everybody wasn't on the other live, but he called his friend, in the club, and was saying how happy, who was it, a girl? How happy he was for her, and how he was going to see her.
Girl. Yeah, he loved her a lot. He loved her a lot.
He said he could see her being a housewife real soon.
Ripping on her. And that's the thing, I think she tried. Well, clearly she tried to paint this picture because she made a comment. Where was y'all at? Huh? The thing, I don't know. I don't like the stuff you say is. Or anybody. The thing that you say is just weird. Where were they at? She said it. That's what I mean. You contradict yourself. Leonard ain't play about his mom and his grandmother. He ain't play about them. What do you mean? Where were they? They were very tight, very tight. Like I don't get it. It's like she act like somebody popping up now trying to, jump in and do what she doing. That's the way she tries to carry it, and that's not it. Like, cut it out. Just stop. Just shut up. Like we've been saying, just shut up. All this wouldn't be happening if you would have just shut up. Just stop. I just want to say so much more, but I'm not. I'm just
Yep.
going.
We're gonna leave it at that.
No, because
No, yeah.
okay, we could do another one.
No, it ain't even about that. It's like I'm gonna let it, like we did before. Let it. Girl, look, nah. Girl, they told me they seen some snakes. That's got me a little nervous. But anyway, I'm gonna let the proof is the proof. Some stuff don't need to be explained. When you see it, and you know what it is. We don't have to sit and do what she do. Try to explain all her lies. When it come out, it's gonna be what it is.
Right.
And that's just what it is. And I mean, she did it. You want to talk about it? Let's talk. Let's go to the Steve Wilkos show.
She make you clap, I say hooray. That chopper gon' shoot like it's Blu-ray. These nigga be sweet, Kool-Aid. We left his ass slump, drooling. God, you could take me away, huh? Before I switch on my day one. Niggas want beef, I bring A1. Let the shots ring out the bass drum. They gon' have to kill me cause I'm just not voting. My Glock 19 like COVID. My nigga died and I can't get over it. Empty the clip, fuck that, reload it. My nigga died and I can't get over it. Empty the clip, fuck that, reload it. Back the car in, it's a getaway, not a vacation. My nigga died on that PlayStation. Ain't finna play with a nigga for real. I ain't no killer, but swear that I will. Why can I focus on no record deal? Not really worried about this rap shit. I put my last all on this trap shit. I do this shit for fun. Yeah, I be laughing, but I got my gun. You don't wanna see my mood change, but these thoughts in my head give me mood swings. Getting my feelings alone off that do say. I'm with my clan like the Wu-Tang. I'm with my clan like the KKK. If I see the clan, let the AK spray. It's all part of the plan, it's a payday. They gon' have to kill me cause I'm just not voting. My Glock 19 like COVID. My nigga died and I can't get over it. Empty the clip, fuck that, reload it. My nigga died and I can't get over it. Empty the clip, fuck that, reload it. My nigga died and I can't get over it. Empty the clip, fuck that, reload it.